guys, I'm Amy and I have another video for you guys today. I didn't mean to post 2 days in a row, but I'm just so excited about today's video that I had to post it. I had to make the video and post the video today because it's release day, yay! So I came home today and look what was waiting for me. It's my new Kindle Touch! And it comes in the Amazon Frustration Free box, which will be familiar to anyone who's ever had a Kindle. They come in these boxes. And these are super minimal, so I'm just gonna get right to the unboxing. So there's a tab on the bottom and you just... like that. Are you guys ready? I'm so excited. Nothing unexpected. My other Kindles came exactly like this. But it's so shiny and gray and pretty. I love slate gray in my gadgets. That excites me. I'm really excited about this. So it has this handy little chart that tells you that you should plug this in and charge it. So let me just get my cable for my other Kindles out and go ahead and charge it. So while I'm waiting for it to charge, let me show you the device in comparison to my Kindle 3, which is now dubbed the Kindle keyboard. I have the graphite version. It looks like this. It's already tiny and sleek, and I know guys who slip this into their pocket. It's not difficult, but this on me would not work. Like, it would not fit in any kind of pocket that I own. So I tend to keep this in my purse, and I have a beautiful Oberon design case for it. I love these leather cases, by the way. They're just so beautiful, and they're handcrafted and embossed and hand-dyed, and everything is beautiful about these. Some of the Amazon leather cases get a really gross smell after a while. But this one just smells like high quality leather to me, so I love it. This one is in Wild Roses. I'll put a link to Oberon Designs in the box or over here or something, so if you have a Kindle and you want a case. I think they also sell cases for Nooks and iPads, so if you're interested in that, head on over there. But here is the Kindle keyboard. It looks like this, and the new Kindle, the Kindle Touch, looks like this. A little bit smaller, but not that much. But you know, I actually like the fact that there's like a substantial bezel on it, because I know that I'll always be touching the screen on accident or by accident if there isn't. So here we have the device, and it has this first page of helpful tips. It has easy reach tap zones, lets you turn pages with either hand. Gosh, I think the text is written in Comic Sans, which is like the worst font ever, my goodness. So it's the left portion of the page for the previous page, and then tap for the next page. I've heard you can also swipe for the next page, and then the top part for the menu. Let's try a swipe. Yep, there we go. And then the top screen for the menu and the toolbar, like so. And then tip 3 is open and organize your library in Home. Tap to open a book, and tap and hold for more options. This is the new Kindle guide document, by the way. I'm just going to go ahead to go to the Home. My 3G's already on, so here's the stuff I already have on it, books I've already sent to it and stuff. Home screen, pretty easy. Let me take a look at the archived items. The touch screen is really a lot more responsive than I expected, but holding this feels very different from holding the Barnes & Noble's Nook. And I've been a die-hard Kindle fan since the Kindle 2, but I kind of like the Nook Touch in that in the back there's that concave rubberized surface, which this kind of has, but then it doesn't have that really nice part that dips in that is nice to hold on to. But this has a nice heft to it also, so I don't mind so much. So I'm gonna go ahead and download the books that I intend on keeping here. This is already 1,000 times easier than on my last Kindle. Whenever I did this, I had to go, use the buttons and go down and click, 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 select, 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 and it drove me crazy. So I want to sort by author, and that becomes pretty easy, see? And it sorts by author immediately. Pretty cool. pretty easy. This is already so much easier. This used to take forever, you know, downloading all my books to my new Kindle used to take, you know, hours and hours, but this should be pretty fast since I don't have to go through with the arrow buttons. I love that the touchscreen, this is the most useful aspect to me, honestly, aside from highlighting, which I'll get to in a minute. So a lot of these were free books, which, you know, it just goes to show how great the Amazon free book collection is. The stuff that's out of print are so easy to get to, and they're so well formatted that you just end up getting a bunch of them on your Kindle. And I do actually read most of them. Love The One You're With. That's a terrible book, by the way. I don't read it. I like all the other books by Emily Giffin, but that one's terrible. Oh, so here in the home screen, it has all the books that I selected to download and they all list as pending, which is kind of nice. I like that I know I have them on here soon. So let's go ahead to Fire by Kristin Cashore, which is my favorite book, favorite young adult book. And here we have an overlay. It has instructions to remind me how to tap to the next page, to the previous page, etc. I'm just gonna tap and go, oh, see, Whisper Sync. I'm at the end of this book a gazillion times. So let's go to the menu and then go to the beginning. Okay. So, oh, I hate the beginning of this book, but anyway, let's just take a look at how easy it is. Okay, I should stop swiping. So, holding one-handedly, let's see how well we can navigate. So, this is pretty intuitive. I think one of the big concerns for this Kindle is that there aren't page turn buttons on the sides, which, you know what, honestly, I thought I would really miss, but I'm not that concerned about it. Page turns are very quick, and as expected, it does the full black refresh every 6 or so pages, like that. And let's see how it works to do the dictionary, like tap, hold. There you go. So you tap until you have it highlighted and then you let go. And this is what you get. The Oxford Dictionary. And let's see how highlighting works. So you can see highlighting is really simple. Holy crap. That's so easy. Oh my gosh. Guys, this is the best feature ever. I'm so excited. So that's what highlighting looks like. So you can zoom like so. Nice, nice. This is very nice. It automatically changes font size when you pinch to zoom. And I think this is a feature that the other readers do not have, and it works pretty intuitively. It works just like, you know, with an iPad or an iPhone, whatever device you have that has touchscreen. This is lovely. So here's the menu in the home page. I hope you can see this. So here's the menu on the home page, and I'm just gonna go ahead and go to the settings. The touchscreen is so responsive. This is really nice. Registration. So it already came pre-registered to my name, which is cool, you know. I hate having to deal with that. Reading options. Page refresh, social networks, annotations, backup, public notes. That's the only page, so I'm gonna go back. Okay, so I think I've shown all the most essential parts of the function of this. So far, I love it. It's really responsive. It's a lot more responsive than I thought it would be. And I think that's because the refresh rates of e-ink screens have improved a lot since the first Kindle. This would have never worked with the first Kindle, and I know Sony readers had a lot of trouble with it being responsive enough to a touchscreen. So I'm really glad that e-ink refresh rates have gotten to the point where it can do this. I'm super excited. I'm gonna go play with it and then I'll come back with my thoughts on it next week. So that's pretty much it for my unboxing. Let me just quickly go over some of the details of this product so that you know where and how to buy it. You can now buy these at Best Buy and I believe most of the big tech stores, that in the brick and mortar stores, but you would have to pay state tax. You know, you have to pay state tax for Amazon products in Washington because they have a presence in Seattle, but most states, I don't think you pay sales tax for Amazon products at all if you order on Amazon. And you know, if you have Prime, it's so fast. I got this in a day. So the edition I have is the $189 Kindle Touch 3G without special ads, and with the special offers, which is basically the ad version, the ads appear on the bottom of the home screen, and instead of this nice nifty screensaver, you get a full page ad. And if you live in a city that has the local offers, they have Groupon style offers on the ads, which I have friends who really enjoy those. They are like a marketer's dream. But without the special offers, it's $189, like I said, and with the special offers, it's $149, which is a good, you know, it's a good deal. I think saving 40 bucks is pretty okay. And if you end up not liking the ads, if you end up hating the ads, you can always pay Amazon the extra $39, $40 to disable the ads on your Kindle, which I think is a really nice option. That hasn't always been an option, but it is now. So I would say take advantage of that. It's just that I've had a Kindle for so long without ads that I'm willing to pay the extra dollars on the first try to not have to look at the ads. Plus, I heard that you get like a full page Twilight Breaking Dawn movie ad, or if you have the ad-supported version with like a ginormous Jacob all over your Kindle, and that's just embarrassing, guys. I'm not willing to live with that for 40 bucks. I would rather just pay the $40. But the Kindle Touch without 3G starts at $99 or $139 if you are paying for the non-ads edition. And the Kindle without touch is $79 with special ads, but I wouldn't really recommend that for anyone. It's just that touch is so convenient now. I mean, if you're upgrading from a Kindle 2 or a Kindle 3, then, and you don't need a keyboard, then the Kindle, you know, the regular no-touch Kindle, it might work for you. But if you're gonna upgrade, you might as well just get this. I mean, I don't think this is an essential upgrade from this anyway, and both of them are going to be supported in software, so both of these are considered current generation. And you know, this is not in any way an essential upgrade, but if you're getting a new Kindle and you've never had one before, you might as well get a Touch. It's the best one out there for reading, and I just think it's worth it. So, you know, if you're going to spend this much money on a product, you might as well get the nice one. And I think that's it for this unboxing. I hope you've enjoyed it and that it helps you make your decision on which Kindle you're buying. If you've gotten a Kindle, please leave me a comment and tell me which one you got, how you're feeling about it, if it's gotten here, and especially if you got the Kindle Fire, because I have not seen one of those yet and I'm excited to see how those turn out. So let me know in the comments what you think, and if you'd like, come back next week where I will have a fuller review of the Kindle Touch in 3G. Thanks for watching!